Okay, I gotta break down this. I gotta break down Magic the Gathering, how its functions kind of work. Okay, so you got a graveyard. That's where your characters, or that's where your creatures go. Not characters. Characters in my game. Creatures, Magic the Gathering. Okay, so in that, because I play both games, that's why I got confused. Okay, so in Magic the Gathering, you have your play zone, you have your hand, you have your library, which is your deck, you have your graveyard, you have your play zone where your enchantments and planeswalkers go, and then you have your exile zone, which is the cards that were removed from the game. Okay, so now I'm calling a new deck into environment. There's an ability called Split Second. Okay, it removes every spell from the stack, and no spells can be played in response to it. So the deck that I'm thinking, Blaine and Rebecca, that you're gonna play on our team is going to be because you are very connected to British. Okay, the same type of British that I am. That I order Big Mac. Okay, so that type of Hindu establishment. Okay? I'm thinking in that Hindu establishment, we're running extirpates. We're running Sunken Hope, Cloud of Fairies, Sudden Death, Crossing Grip, Thornweld Archer, Tarmogoyf, Umazawa's Jite, Lexodon Warhammer, and Lightning Greaves, I believe is what it calls it. It's the one that equips for 0 and gives it haste. Okay, and then we're running Coca shows with Birds of Paradise and Noble Hire. That's what the deck consists of. Okay, so it would pretty much resolve like this with 4 Lotus Petals and like 16 lands. Okay, so it's a 16 land stompy. Blaine, you need to go turn 1, Forest Lotus Petal, sack the Lotus Petal, Birds of Paradise, tap the Forest, Noble Hierarch. We got 3 mana on turn 2. Okay, turn 2, Blaine, you need to drop, let's see, 3 mana, so now we're up to 4 mana. You need to drop, and I'm saying that on the off chance you get a Noble Hierarch, drop the Noble Hierarch. Okay, now we're missing 1 black mana for the sudden death, but they aren't able to cast their Birdmate Dragon until turn like 5. Turn 4 at the earliest, turn 5 latest. Okay, and it's a Birdmate Dragon. Okay, so we pass the turn. They go, Umazawa's Jite resolve. Sure. Next turn we go, fuck you, Crossing Grip on your Umazawa's Jite. Fuck, that was my main piece. Okay, so then we're dumping in like Kakusho, because we drew into the second black mana and we got 6 mana on the board. So we go Kakusho on like turn 3, and we destroyed their Umazawa's Jite on turn 2. Their Crushing Grip. Okay, so we pass the turn. Their best is Tarmogoyf. That's cute. We got Thornweld Archer in our hand. Okay, so we draw a card. We tap out, but the Noble Hierarch and the birds, or actually the forest and the swamp, remain untapped. Still with me? Okay, so they decide that they're going to kill Birds of Paradise, and they're going to drop Luxon on Warhammer, and that's going to consist of their turn. Okay, 2 mana. Yeah, our next turn, we're going to drop, or they're going to swing in with the Tarmogoyf. We're going to drop Thornweld Archer and block Tarmogoyf. The Tarmogoyf dead, our Thornweld Archer dead. Cool. Our next turn, we're going to drop or we're going to attack in for 5. We're going to drop second Kakusho and drop him down to 5 life. Okay, because now we're up to 8 mana and we drop our Tarmogoyf that's scary as fuck and they got no answer for it. So then we pass the turn to them and they're like, yeah, Tarmogoyf, match up Tarmogoyf. We're like, that's fucking cute. We got another Thornwell Archer in the hand. That's our third Thornwell Archer, and we did a bridge shuffle to align the deck that way. Okay, and it was and like Mono Black Suicide and Steam Vents, they really didn't have an answer for that shit. Okay, and we are both like I'm your baby sister, Blaine Rebecca. I'm your younger sister. I'm your baby sister, and they're fucking with your baby sister. Like Like they're doing shitty moves, like playing. They're taking on a $50 deck with a $10,000 Super Friends deck that's vintage, and I'm playing with the best card in my deck is Stone Rain and Boomerang, and I'm still holding my own. But we need to do two-headed giant. You need to be my two-headed giant player, okay? Because you're about the biggest and bad. Or boom, you can be my two-headed giant player. Trust me, because you're an awesome Magic the Gathering player. You played Magic the Gathering ever since Alpha Beta, and you have the infinite card list. And see, I started out in um like past Time Spiral, and claimed that I played since Ice Age. No, I started out at Time Spiral and like 2009 is when Time Spiral came out. It was a set in 2009 that came out. I think M13 was out when I was born. Like when I was born, or when I started playing Magic, it was like M13 and like Frost Titan, Gray Titan, Primeval Titan, and then the Red Titan, the White Titan. Okay, those were the Sun Titan. That was the deck to play. Frost Titan, Sun Titan. That was like the main deck to play. Like blue, white, solid control with contested cliffs and everything. Okay, and it's got counters up the ing, it's got draw up the ing, it's got Jace Balerion, it's got Jace the Mind Sculptor. Like this is a beast. Okay. It runs Venser, the Venser Planeswalker. Like it is a fucking beast. It's a hellion to beat because it also runs Hoof Prince of the Stag. That's the fourth card that I was thinking. That's the last card that I was thinking of, Hoof Prince of the Stag. So it just builds up cards and then goes Angel, 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 Angel. Every turn you get a 4/4 Angel. It's ungodly. And then if anything happens in game one, they just board in Wrath of God and they got the Polluted Deltas, four of them in the sideboard with three swamps, and they're going Damnation turn four. So yeah, and that's pretty much how that deck works. But that would be the ideal play against Suicide Black. Okay, and Blaine or Boom, you would be the best to play that deck. Why don't you two bounce ideas off of each other because you're both one's my uncle and one's my older brother. Okay, Blaine's my older brother. Anyways, Malik he's pretty much playing on our side, but he's playing a changeling deck that will always run Primeval Titans and Hivestone in the same deck, but he's loyal to Primeval Titan because that's what's going to win him the game. So then we offer the same thing to every Malik out there. And every Malik's like, hell yeah, I'd rather get money instead of like lose a nationals tournament that's a pro tour qualifier. So everyone that's like Malik is like, yeah, I'm joining up with this M13 set and for Magic the Gathering. Literally, it's called M13. It was the first one to have the planeswalkers and shit. It had all the planeswalkers, it had all five titans, it had like all the great older cards like Stone Rain, Boomerang, Birds of Paradise. It was a core set that was a very basic set that added in planeswalkers. Okay, from that, that's what changed the whole game state in Magic the Gathering, the planeswalkers. It's Magic isn't fun anymore because it's dominated by planeswalkers. If you don't have four copies of Planeswalker in your deck, you lose because everybody's running like between 8 and 12 Planeswalkers in each deck. So Lillian of the Veil and making you discard every creature in your hand, and then pops its ultimate, and they get every creature out of your deck and puts it on their side of the board, and they're like, even our boy Solar Flare would be a good matchup for like my 5 color Signet deck. Like that would be the ultimate because then it's evenly matched a 55-45 ratio. Okay, and I'm always on top with the 55%. Like they have to do their whole entire sideboard just to keep up with that deck. All right, and they can't do it. So like they lose game one, they lose game two, and it's a sweep. And I just won Nationals Pro Tour. Okay. and it'd be the perfect way to like get even. Like we're not even getting ahead, we're just getting even at that point. Okay? They can't yet they can't let 2,000 years ago go, or however long it was. Okay, like ancestry days. That happened like 2,000 years ago and they can't let simple shit go. Okay? What about our kind? What about the Irish our kind? Okay? We were brought over here on boats too, put under slavery as well. Yet you don't hear us going, "Hey, what's up, Ginger?" Okay? Taking the power out of the word. We're not doing shit like that, dude. We got class and stuff. You don't hear Sicilians going, "Hey, what's up, my wop?" You don't hear us doing that shit. Okay? And yeah, Sicilians, I am part Sicilian. I'm giving an example. They can use the slur word towards each other like Suicide Black can, and Mono Blue Control can, and Mono Blue Aggro can, and Mono Red Burn can. But we can't use their word, but they can use our words like cracker and gingerbread man and stuff like that. Italians, they can call us just what I said, okay? And they get away with it. Well, I'm saying no more. Okay, it's time to slide in four Kakushos. It's time to slide in four Kaigas. It's time to slide in Noble Hierarchs, Birds of Paradise, Lotus Petal Bitter Blossom, Black Lotus, Channel Fireball. Okay, with a Mox Ruby and Chromox Mox Diamond times 4. Like, so that way we infinitely get it turn 1 with Demonic Tutor in opening hand. So we tutor out the one piece that we're missing in turn 1. We're going Lotus, Sapphire, Jet, Pearl, Plains, Tutor, and we hit the turn 1 win condition. Because at that point they go, I got nothing. You say Demonic Tutor, Counterspell, or I win. Okay? Because then we're fetching out the if you're still following me, players, and you're on the players that are on my side, if you're still following me, like Malik and stuff, and Blaine, they're on my side. They're my race. Anyways, at that point, we are sliding in, and I'm really trying to think hard of what we're going to slide in. No, we wouldn't slide Primeval Titan. Oh yeah, Channel Fireball Lotus. That's what we're doing. Turn 1. We're running one copy of Channel in the sideboard. So we're going Glittering Wish for Channel. And then we're going Tap Sack Lotus for 3 green. Channel Tap Ruby. We're paying 19 life. And we got the Ruby tapped. And we're going Fireball 20 on turn 1. All of a sudden, Sui Black gets very scared. Mono Blue Aggro's like, I got nothing. Mono Blue's control's like, I got a Force of Will, but that ain't enough because it's gonna waste the Force of Will, and then her teammates just gonna kick off like um Oblivion Stone when it gets too much. And she's playing Fish, and she's got Oblivion Stone. She's got the Patron Wizard. She's got Force of Will. She's got Disrupting Shoal. She's got every known counter spell in her fucking deck, and she's running Wizards or Fish with Ether Veil. Okay, so then I go, eat it, bitch. Meaning the opposing team. Not saying anybody eat it or whatnot, but that's a figure of speech. Like, you just ate pavement. And of course, everything on their sides go into the graveyard. And we're still in play. Like, we're saying, okay, you got another deck idea? We'll start this all over again. We'll drop our life down by 5 life points if we can have everything on the board, and 2 new players step into play and start out scratch. Okay. And I'm playing Liliana of the Veil once the 2 teammates are gone, and I've got stacks of creatures in both graveyards because I'm using Liliana of the Veil and counterspells to throw their creatures in the graveyard. Then I'm going, okay, here's the deal, and And they're like, yeah, that'd be great. Pop Lily on the veil and we'll flood your team with some of ours to take on some of ours. See what I'm saying? Think smarter, not harder.